Good evening everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I'm live streaming here on Facebook on whatever it is. I don't know what day is it. I think it's Thursday the 11th of February 2021. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing and where I was. So how is everybody? Nice to have people coming into the broadcast. Hi Tegan and Emma and Sarah, nice to have you in. I am in the different venue this evening. Hi Yvonne, because my son is doing his role play night tonight. He switched it to a Thursday this week, and so he's role playing in the other room, and so I'm in here. Oh, let's tidy up the curtains. There we go. Oh, I haven't done that very well, so you have to forgive me. I haven't pulled. Whoops. Oh, the curtains. They're not very neat, are they? I haven't done that very neatly. Apologies for that. You won't stay long. Somebody said they wouldn't stay long, but I haven't got the comments up. Let's just see. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, you won't stay long. You're tired. Okay. Do you know what? I'm tired as well. Whoops. Hang on. Let's put the sound down. We've got the sound on here. We don't want the sound on here. Oh, no, we want... There we go. So, folks... I am a bit warm. It's warm, and do you know what? Because it's role play night. When it's role play night, we do a little bit. This might have made my cheeks a bit rosy, so that might be why I'm rosy in the face. So there we go. So hi Emma. Right, yes, I'm in the lounge. Good evening, Laura and Maria and everybody who's coming in there. I'm sitting a bit of a funny angle because I've got the tripod up there on the coffee table that's over at the side. So hopefully we can work like this. So, yes, how's everybody's day been? If you're coming in, Rachel's got her. Hang on. I haven't got all the comments coming up. Why aren't they coming up on here? Let's see. Some of them have come up and some of them haven't. I don't know why. Just finished Rob's steam pudding. Does it? Oh, that sounds nice. Was it tasty? I hope it was very tasty. I'm just going to have another go at this and see. Oh, there we are. Let's go on. Oops, no. Sorry. I will get there. Let's see if all the comments are going to come up now. Hopefully you enjoyed your steam pudding. Good evening, Ailey. Nice to see you. Rachel's got her COVID jab tomorrow. Hope everybody's keeping warm. Janice says it's -7 in Newcastle. Oh my goodness. Just going to wipe my lenses on my glasses. So, can't see very well. So that's better. So -7, that's pretty cold, isn't it? I don't know what it is here. I don't know. I don't know if I can see on my Amazon file. Let's see if that shit tells me what it is. Has it got it on there? Let's have a look. I don't know if it will give me but of course it won't. I don't know whether it will tell me. Let's have a look. It's cold. I know outside it's cold, but it's not cold in here. It's fine. So there we go. Right, now so let's have a look. Hi Hazel, nice to see you. In Dean's in as well. The steam pudding's all gone. None to share with us then. I'm okay today, Tegan. Yes, thank you. My vaccine jab, my jab is on Saturday. Originally when I tried to book, they could have done it this morning, but they would have done it at 9:15, and of course I don't get up very early, and I didn't want to inconvenience the family for taking me early, so my jab is on Saturday, and not first thing in the morning. So I'll let you know how I get on. Hi Bethy, nice to see you in. Dean's in, Hazel's in, Caroline. I've shared, have the rest. Right, so Yvonne's saying she shared the broadcast. Have the rest of you shared? I hope you have, because you know what I'm going to say. Sharing is caring. And yesterday there were 20 shares of the broadcast. That was fantastic, folks. So don't forget, share into any of the groups that you think people might be interested. Because we knit, because we crochet, Yvonne shares to lots of the knitting and crochet groups, and we've picked up new people. And of course, those sort of things are good for our our local shops who sell the wool and all the haberdashery items. So thank you, Yvonne, for sharing. Hi, Patricia, nice to see you. Let's have a look and see. Bethy's in. Patricia, yeah, there we go. Nice to see you. So I don't think this is giving me, does it give me, oh, I don't know if it gives me the temperature. No, it's not got a temperature on it. The other ones, that the Samsung gives me the temperature when I switch it on and the date, but it hasn't on there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tina. Nice to see you. Yes, Tegan shared. Thank you. My nice top, it matches my hairband. Well, it just so happens that this is one of those other lovely tops that Yvonne sent me. Actually, the camera's a bit of a funny angle. I don't know if I can move it. I don't think I can move it forward. It's got sort of stuck at a funny angle. But this top is one of the ones that Yvonne sent me. And of course, I bought the different coloured hairbands on Amazon the other day. And so there we are. Look, matching. You go for your COVID jab next Wednesday, Jan. Hope it goes well. Thank you. Emma shared on her wall. She got kicked out of 2 groups for sharing in them. Now, to me, though, if you're not allowed to share things that are good for the community in those groups, if that happens to me, I think, why should I be in those groups? You know, if they're not community, I like the community groups. I like where they share. You know, it's not like I'm selling something. We're just being friendly and sharing in a group. I know we advertise the wool shops, but you know, I just don't get it. I don't get why some people are so precious about you not sharing in their group. I know that Ruby, I don't think Ruby's in here at the moment, but she shared our community stuff. And of course, you know, before pandemic, I was doing a lot of live streaming around the island, all community stuff. And I was doing all this stuff. So Ruby shared it into an island community group, and they kicked her information out. They wouldn't have it. Now, hang on a minute. If you're a community group and community stuff is being shared, what's the problem with that? But some people are so precious and so, oh, this is mine, and don't want to share. You know, I mean, there might be some rules why they kicked you out, but I don't know. You know, I just think if it's community stuff, what's the point? What's wrong with that? Now, on community stuff, folks, I'm hoping somebody can find the link for Don't Drill the White. Now, Don't Drill the White, Isle of Wight. I think we fought this one before, but, you know, we don't want our island being drilled for things, you know, things that we don't need our island drilled for. They're trying to they want to drill the island again. I think we fought it before, and I think we got, you know, we stopped it, but it seems to have come back. I think because the pandemic's on, I think they probably hope we've all forgotten about it. So we're so busy thinking about the pandemic that we won't vote it out. So if somebody could find the link to Don't Drill the White, if you go onto Rapa Nui's Facebook page, Rapa Nui is an eco business on the island. 2 lads on the island set up a business they do sustainable t-shirts and all that sort of thing. Very eco-friendly business, won loads of awards. 2 young lads set it up and they're doing so well. They are allowing people to share it onto their platform because they have a very big audience. So if somebody could find that, so you might find the link on Rapa Nui. The objections close tomorrow. So if you want to object to drilling on the island, and you don't just have to live on the island, you can be visitors to the island. So if you don't want drilling to happen on our island, on our beautiful Isle of Wight, then please vote against it. And it's I think you can send an email or you can register against it on the site it takes you to. So if somebody could find that, it would thank you. Oh, Sarah, that's Isle of Wool. Thank you for putting that one in. If you could you possibly find the link for, I don't think, hang on, wait a minute. Right, okay, hang on. Let me see, anybody, they want to drill, I think they want to drill for oil. I think that's what they're trying to drill for. Do you know, it's gone out of my head. But yes, so we just don't want it. We don't want them drilling on an island. Rapa Nui clothing, thank you. And if somebody could go to the Rapa Nui page and find on that page, there is a link to the drilling. So thank you ever so much, anybody who can share that. And if you can vote against the drilling, it would be fantastic. I think they've got an awful lot of votes, but you know, it's the last 2 days, today and tomorrow, and you know, we can Andrew's saying I look like Cinderella tonight. Yes, I did think that. Cinderella or Alice in Wonderland, I think. It is an Alice band after all, isn't it? So there we go. Right, so some of you are saying, oh, so Sarah's also, she shared the links for Stitching Elmer's and for the Isle of Wool. So anybody who's new here, who likes to knit, who likes to crochet, likes to sew, or use any sorts of haberdashery and any craft kits, those two sites are local shops to me when I'm home. I'm local on the Isle of Wight, and we're trying to help them survive the pandemic. So there we go. Let's have a look. Right. The groups you're in won't let you share them either. Okay, well don't worry if you can't share, don't worry. But if you can share to some of them, Yvonne's found a whole load of groups that she is allowed to share in. You know, and as long as I sort of talk about knitting and crochet and things like that, we get it. You know, it's fine. So anyway, we'll if somebody comes up with that that link, that would be good. So let's have a look. Right, so. Ailey's saying it was very kind of Yvonne to lend me some clothes. Well, she's lent me clothes because, of course, I came away for 5 days, and I have 5-6 days, and I've been here now for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. I don't know how many weeks I've been here. I came before Christmas, and then Boris changed the rules. So, I shouldn't be travelling, so I'm not travelling. But of course, I wanted to ring the changes, and so I bought some headbands because I want to do some snazzy things with some of these, like maybe put some hearts on them or whatever, and I want to make some boppers with some of them. But because I've got the nice tops from Yvonne, I'm matching the headband with the top. So thank you very much. Good evening, Bethy. Nice to see you. Ailey says she gave her 75-year-old friend 3 bags of black bags of clothes at the weekend. I bet she was delighted. That was lovely. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you in. Hi, Emma. You think so? As it will just be your friends on your Facebook who see it, I think. Oh, what, sharing these things in public? Yes, if you share it to your own page, it depends what the privacy settings are, whether you've got it set just for your friends to see or whatever. It's all about the privacy settings. But you know what? We want people who are fed up and lonely to come and join our group, because they might get some, you know, so many of you have said it's been a lifeline in pandemic. Hi, Caroline. That we want to make sure that we are bringing in other people who might just get some benefit from being in the group. Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Bethy. A bit rosy because I've had a glass of wine and it's warm in here. Right. Andrew's saying he shared this page once on a craft page as you were sharing knitting stuff, and I was blocked for a week from the page for sharing the live video and was asked to not share again. Well, just some people are very precious. You know, some people don't see the benefits of sharing with lots of other people. So there we go. Don't get stressed over it, folks. If you can't share, then just move on. Find somewhere else to share it if you can. And if not, you know, well, there we go. We enjoy it, all of us. Hi, Jane. Nice to see you in. And as I say, Kath says it happens to her as well. Don't drill the white. There we are. Adrian's put the website up, the link up to facebook.com Don't Drill the White. So if you can have a look at that and see and do what, it's not as quick as the voting for the youngsters that we did the other day. You do actually have to take a bit more action, but if you feel passionately about it, then please do that for me. So right. So Yvonne's saying it's ridiculous. Knitting Natter don't let her share, so she doesn't go on it. That's right. I think I wouldn't go in the groups that didn't want to you know, to be friendly like that. Bethy, you need to go on the naughty step. So what's this? Yvonne's suggesting that you get the first award. No, she gets sent to the naughty step, Yvonne. Oh, Andrew's saying he can hear fireworks. I don't know what that would be about. Maybe somebody's birthday and they decided to celebrate it that way. Who knows? Anyway, night, Sarah. She's off to do lunches and going to bed. She's struggling to stay awake. No problem, Sarah. I know you've been at work today, so take care. I hope, if Jane hopes everybody's doing okay. I think lots of you are. Laura's put in a lovely heart there, because of course, don't forget our theme at the moment for our knitting and our crochet is love. I've decided to call it love, which encompasses Valentine's Day, lots and lots of hearts and that sort of thing, all sorts of things, and anything that you can sow love in, knit love into. And of course, I haven't done a lot of knitting today. The reason being, I've got a sore thumb. Can you see? It's a bit cracked. In the cold weather, it cracks, even when I'm indoors. But I have, most of my hands are fine. Normally they're more cracked at this time of year, but that just on the end there, it's sore. So and of course I hold my knitting like that, so it presses on there. So instead, I've been crocheting today, and I'll show you in a minute what I've been crocheting. I have been crocheting around to do with the theme. Now, Maria's saying, when's Chinese New Year? I don't know if we've had Chinese New Year, because in my time hop, I had something, I made some pigs last year, and I made a little video with pigs, you know, moving around, animation, a sort of thing. And that's already come up in my time hop. And it was the Chinese New Year of the pig last year. And I've already had, so I don't know if we've missed Chinese New Year. So there we go. Hi, Rosie. Nice to see you in. Let's go back. Yeah, Tegan's saying that the Paul Ryde ice rink building is going to stay empty now. You think council probably can't do anything? Yeah, that's a building that has been... so let me bring everybody up to speed with what happened with the ice rink. Now, for years and years, the Ryde ice rink was a thriving hub for young skaters, older skaters. It was a great place for youngsters to go. I mean, long before I even got on the island, and youngsters used to learn to skate. They used to go off and skate in competitions. They did extremely well. And then somehow in their wisdom, the council, I think they let someone else take it over. I can't remember all the details, but this other place took it over. Planet Ice took it over, and then eventually it got shut down, and the skaters got shut out, and the skating instructors got shut out with even their stuff inside. And there was a big hoo-ha. And years ago I went to live stream outside the rink where lots of people were doing, they linked around the rink, so they linked arms all the way around the ice rink. It's a prime site on the seafront, and I think people think that they should knock it down. Some people, not us, think they should knock it down and build some high-rise flats. No, not on our seafront. That's not what we want. It could be a fantastic opportunity to have great things there, and I've heard some great ideas from people on the island, but of course nobody listens much, do they? The people in the power don't listen. But I saw in the county press today that the council has started taking over some of these buildings that other people own, but they've let them run to rack and ruin. I mean, it's all falling apart inside the ice rink, but you know, the council have taken over the town hall, I believe. They've taken over one or two other buildings that have been sort of falling down, falling apart. but they don't seem to have managed anything with this one, and I'm not quite sure why. I do think that people should remember that we've got elections coming up, and we ought to vote in people who can do something and care passionately about the island, rather than those who don't care too much about what goes on. Sorry, off my soapbox now. Right. Oh, Rosie's saying thanks to Jenny. Rose, she's watching again tonight, so I expect maybe Jenny shared the link. Has anyone seen Crystal in here? Oh, Chris, I've been chatting with Crystal. Don't worry, Crystal is fine. I was chatting with her offline today. So don't worry, she was talking about possibly doing some knitting or some crochet, and I was telling her what I was doing. So I've been having a private chat with her, so she's fine. Tegan, thank you for asking and thank you for caring. Jane's saying they had fireworks as well tonight. So is it something special tonight that it's a firework night? I wouldn't have thought so, but I don't know. Who am I to know these things? Yes, I do have curtains. I'm in the front room. I haven't made the curtains look very neat. Sorry. I'm in the front room because my son is doing his role play in the conservatory where I usually do it, because there's a table in there and he's got his laptop on and he does it online with his friends. You might even hear him in a minute. When it gets exciting, you might hear his voice. So there we go. Let's have a look. Chinese New Year of the Ox is tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Well, I don't think I've got time to knit or crochet an ox before tomorrow, unfortunately. But thank you, Adrian, for the information. And Linda's saying it's the 12th of February. Gosh, I'm so hot. It's very warm in here. And I think the wine obviously has made me a bit warmer. Never mind. Crystal came in briefly last night and she said she was due to have her... Yes, I think... No, she's had her first jab. She's got her second and a third jab booked. I'm not quite sure why she's having 3 when some of us are having 2. I don't understand it. But anyway, as I say, I have been chatting with her and, keeping in touch with her. I also have been chatting with Marianne, in case any of you wonder, how Marianne is, who used to be regularly in here every night. I had a good chat, a catch up in Messenger with her last night as well, and just making sure that she knew we cared and just seeing how she was getting on. Right, the girls, hang on, let's have a look. The girls have schoolwork on it, so thought that could be the firework noises. Oh, for the Chinese New Year, you mean? Maybe it is. Caroline hasn't done any knitting. She's been busy with family. You might do some tomorrow. Well, that's fine. I did do a bit. I decided to do a sleeve before I do the other front of my daughter-in-law's cardigan, but I'll show you what I've been doing today. So let's have a look. Jane's a lot better than yesterday, thank you. I cheered you up last night. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we cheered you. I think we as a group cheered you up, Jane. I'm sure everybody was, contributed to that. So that's good. Glad you're back in here again tonight. Keep the momentum. Let's keep the cheerfulness going. Right, Kath says she loved the ice rink and she and her 2 children had skating lessons there. It was great. I never had skating lessons, I have to say, but I know that there were so many people. It was such a great thing for the people of the island. They mourned it. It was like a bereavement when it went, because so many people had been connected over the years to the rink. And then I actually went, I must tell you, some of you will know this, but I was invited to go up to London because the skaters hired a coach and they went up to London, and the families, to try and go and talk to the people, these big wigs who sit in an office who are responsible for the closing of the rink, and sitting in their ivory towers. And we went up and they wanted to go and talk to them at their office. Well, they refused to allow us in. Well, I wasn't going in, the youngsters were going in. They refused to allow us in. And you know what? The children danced on the pavement outside. They're in a block, an office block, and other offices are in the block as well, and people were coming and going, and they were all very pleasant, all the others, but the children were dancing on the pavement. And do you know what the company did? they called the police. The police just laughed because the children were dancing. There was no violence. There was no animosity. All they wanted to do was actually talk to the people because the people wouldn't talk to them or wouldn't communicate. So we went up to London to try and do it. But of course, they wouldn't have it. So we've got lots of lovely videos and things of the kids dancing on the pavement outside. And, you know, how silly were those people to call the police on children dancing on the pavement? Well, they didn't get much help from the police in sending us away because the police didn't send us away. So there we go. Yes, so I know, yes, Cass saying the community took it over. It was taken over by the community, and they worked on running it. And I think they were a bit behind with the rent, and rather than give them any chance at all, the company just shut it down, closed it out, you know. And then they were trying to sell the lease back to the island for some huge amount of money. They didn't pay a huge amount. They wanted to sell it back for a huge amount of money. Now I might have got some of my details wrong here, but I'm sure somebody will correct me if I have. Now I just have to plug the battery in, because it's telling me that we are low battery. So hang on a minute, folks, because I've just got to lean across. Oh dear, I've got my knitting bag in the way. Wait a minute, let me move my knitting bag out of the way. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look. Lots of love coming in. Thank you, folks. There we go. Let's see if we got the... Oh, let's close that out. Hopefully it won't cut us off. Hi, Christy. Nice to see you coming into the broadcast. Oh, Lisa's saying she did the asset of community value for the rink. The building owners are charlatans. Link around the rink was your idea too. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much for saying that. I didn't know that. I just was invited to come and live stream it because I was a live streamer, and it was a way of getting it more out there in the public domain. So that was lovely to know, Lisa. Thank you for that. Cass saying the community took the rink over to try and save it, but they only managed a year as they couldn't raise enough. That's right, absolutely. Quite sad, really. And Cass saying there's a video of the inside. It's horrendous inside. Absolutely horrendous. Right, there we go. Yvonne is offering, you know, those of you who need cheering up, don't wait till 10 o'clock at night. If you're having a day, you know, it's very challenging. This lockdown is very challenging. If you're having a day where you really feel like you need to talk to somebody, hello Leanne, nice to see you in. We have an amazing community, and lots of people in here will chat to you if you want to. So do take people up on it. Lots of people here. That's it. Tegan's saying, yes, it's left to rot and not going to bother with the repairs inside. I know. So, yes, thank you for all those who told me that tomorrow is the Chinese New Year. I'll come on to what I was doing in a minute. Right, let's have a look. Ride Theatre, it's awful how these things have been left to rot. Absolutely. And there's a hotel in George Street, which George Street runs parallel with Union Street, which is our main street in Ryde, and there's a hotel there, and it's just been left to rot, and it's an absolute eyesore. I would hate it if I lived there. And it's, you know, we're a tourist place. I'm not at the moment, obviously, because of the pandemic, but we're a tourist place. What does it say? But, you know, these landlords don't seem to care. They buy up these things and then just let them rot. I don't understand it, but there we go. Take my card. Yes, I will take my cardi off. I am a bit warm. Let's take my cardi off. What a good idea. Why didn't I think of that, Kat? There we go. Now you can see my lovely top that Yvonne sent me nicer. There we go. Right, that explains the fireworks, which is what she thought it was, Courtney's saying. Now, Andrew's come in with the days of the week, with the national days. It's Don't Cry Over Spilt Milk Day, International Day of Women and Girls in Science, National Guitar Day, National Inventors Day, National Make a Friend Day, and it's something else as well. It's National, it was, let me see, it was something to do with Give a Heart Day. And so that brings me very nicely. It doesn't say it on your list there, but it was something to do with giving a heart day. And so that brings me on very nicely to what I've been doing today. So I have been crocheting lots of hearts. So there are different organisations that want hearts. So I've done some nice red ones. That was that lovely red wool that you sent me, Yvonne. Thank you. Let's have a look. Whoops, hang on. They're all over here. Here's the pink ones I did with the lovely pink sparkly wool that you gave me, Yvonne. Lots. Whoops, I've done four pink ones. And I did some with two. I put the red and the white together. And so I've done some crocheted hearts there. I'm getting really well with my crochet now, folks. And then I've got lots of little red ones. Look. I've been very busy. I've been doing lots and lots of hearts, as you can see. And then I did some green ones, and the green ones may reappear again because it's St. Patrick's Day coming up, and I've done those, something to do with St. Patrick's Day as well. So, you know, they're all, I can't really hold them up very well, can I? There we are, lots of green hearts, lots more green hearts, loads and loads of hearts. That's not all. And then I did some sandy coloured ones. Look, some sandy coloured ones, because I'm going to make different things with them. Hi Chris, nice to see you. Some of them I'm going to give away, and some of them I'm going to put onto things for selling, for charities. And you know, some of the charities want the hearts to give to patients and their families. Then I made this hat the other day. I thought that might look nice with some hearts on there. Actually, let's put that on. Oh, it won't go over me Alice band. See, so that might look nice with some hearts on. I'm actually going to make this one for something else, but I can make another one. So I have done loads and loads of hearts today. So there we go. Let's have a look. Andrew said you had a curling rink centre at your local shopping centre and it closed down a few years ago by the owner of the centre. There were petitions to keep it open and it was all over the papers as no one wanted it to close. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? But there you are. Oh, that's right. Yes, Lisa's reminded me. The rent was paid. That's right. This is what happens. I'm glad somebody's here with the knowledge because I'd completely forgotten. Lisa said the rent was paid, but the wind blew the roof off. That's right. And there wasn't money to mend the roof. That's what it was. And so, of course, that's when the rot started setting in. You know, the roof was leaking and there wasn't money to do it. So thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in with that information. Right, so Jane's hoping to sort her knitting out this weekend and do some corals for the aquarium. Excellent, that's it. And I think oops, I got to, oh no, that's all right. I think sorry, that's right, they need more coral and items for the bottom of the aquariums, don't they? So there are lots and lots of those sort of things on Pinterest, and I think somebody else was sharing out some of the patterns there, so please do share the patterns if they're free patterns. You're not supposed to share patterns if they have to be bought, because that's copyright, and then that, you know, the people who own the patterns obviously don't make a living if we share them without paying for them. So we're not to do that. Oh, that's lovely, Jane. I'm so glad that Yvonne was in contact with you and helped you enormously. That's fantastic, Jane. That's what this community is all about, supporting each other through whatever you're going through. Obviously, we're all being challenged by the pandemic, but, you know, some people are finding it more of a struggle than others. Maybe people on their own who haven't got the support. And now I'm really lucky because normally I'm on my own, but because I got caught in the lockdown, I'm with family, so I'm not on my own. And, you know, so I've always got a little grandchild running around, or I've got things going on around. So I'm very blessed and very lucky. Cass liking the top, thank you. My colour, nice colour, isn't it? Chinese New Year is a 16-day celebration which starts with fireworks on February the 11th and ends on celebration is Chinese Lantern Parade on February the 26th. Thank you, Adrian. Somebody always finds us the information. This is just such a great group. You know, fantastic people in here, always coming up with answers that we need. You know, when we ask questions, somebody always finds the answer. Fantastic. Rosie, the hotel. No, it wasn't in Union Street, Rosie. The hotel that's falling apart is in George Street. So you've got Union Street that goes from the middle of the town down, and that's a one-way down. The one that comes up the other way next to it is George Street, that comes up from the seafront up, and it's up the up the top of George, not right up the top of George Street. It's up near where Cross Street. So you've got Union Street that goes down, George Street that comes up, and then you've got a road here that's Cross Street, and it's near where Cross Street is, and it's terrible. I think they did go and do something. You know, they looked like they were going to make it happen and do something, and then they didn't. We've also got the old Harcourt Sands holiday site that has been derelict for years as well. I think something's supposed to be happening there, but I don't know what. Somebody might fill me in. Right. I could put stuffing in the hearts and make them 3D, but a lot of them I'm going to keep as, some I will make 3D, Tegan, and some I want just as a flat appliques. So they're different hearts for different things. Thank you. Ailey sent some hearts and with a Scottish flag there. Let's have a look. Andrew's saying his Auntie Claire was so bored today that she started knitting or crochet. Excellent. That's good. That's good. That'll keep her occupied. Can I remind you who I send the crisp packets to? Only I have a lot to send. Well, I was going to collect them, but I'm not at home and I don't really want them sent to me now. So I don't know. Yvonne, are you willing to take them in? Or if there's somebody who will take them in, please let me know, because we want the crisp packets are for making. There's a lady, now I've got to find out who the lady was, because I've got to look back and find it, but the lady, it might actually be, if somebody can find it, the lady, it was she's not on the island, but she makes blankets for homeless people out of crisp packets. She fixes them all together and then she puts some plastic over the top, and they're fantastic at keeping the homeless people warm, or even for providing blankets for people who don't have much money, who might have somewhere to lay their head indoors but not have enough money to buy the blankets. So fantastic idea. All these things that we keep throwing away suddenly being used for good use for other people, and not going, not ending up all in the landfill. That's fantastic. Talking of which, Helen at Isle of Wool has today put up on her website that she's got some wool in at the moment. There's about 5 different colours, and it's double knitting wool from King Cole. That's the make. And it's been made out of reclaimed textile waste that would have gone to landfill. Now, she's not got an unlimited supply, so when it's gone, it's gone. But there's about 5 different colours. And so we were looking at it because we're very eco-friendly in this house. And my daughter-in-law was looking at it and said, oh, I like that colour. I feel some more knitting for Granny coming on, but I don't mind. So there we go. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, Karen's in. Karen Eel, nice to see you in, Karen. So if somebody can find online the lady who did that, or see if there's an organisation who are already taking the crisps in at the moment, crisp packets. If not, we will collect them, but obviously I can't take them in at the minute because I'm not home. Right, there we go. Yvonne says she doesn't mind collecting them. I just think I saw her put, she doesn't mind collecting the crisp bags if we know where to send them. Right, so okay, let us find out where they're going to go eventually, and then Yvonne will be she'll be the post box again, like she was for all the aquarium projects that you've also beautifully knitted. She will be very kind in doing that again. Thank you, Yvonne. Let's have a look. Yvonne's saying to Andrew, how are you getting on with your knitting and crochet? If Andrew, let us know. Have you done any more, or are you still? Oh, wait a minute. You need to get your knitting machine out again to do some stuff. Right. Okay. Well, we shall keep asking you and seeing how you're getting on. We won't nag you though, Andrew, because it's all in your own time. Hello, Courtney. She's still plugging away at homework. She swears her eyes are going to fall out. She hopes everyone is well. That's good. Andrew's very kindly put a link in there for coral. You know, if anybody wants to knit or crochet the coral, or knitted coral, he's put in there. There we go. He's put a link in. Andrew's saying in Glasgow there are a lot of buildings falling down that could be renovated and used for things, but instead people build new buildings instead. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And if you think how many homeless people we have a hotel falling to bits, and we have homeless people sleeping on the streets. Doesn't make any sense, does it? You know, I'm sure there's some way that we should be managing this much better. Not me personally, but somebody should be. Right, hang on, let's have a look. So Yvonne's saying her great uncle had a false eye, and every family gathering he would end up rolling it all about on the floor. That's made me laugh and think about something. My first husband was a policeman, and he was a bobby on the beat, so he used to go, you know, walk around, get to know the local shopkeepers and all that sort of thing. And he used to go and have coffee in a local butcher's, and you know what they did? They dropped a sheep's eye in his coffee, or anybody knew who came who had a coffee there, they dropped a sheep's eye in it. So you get to the bottom of your coffee and there was this sheep's eye. Ugh, not nice. Dear, oh dear. Maria thinks that was some party trick, him rolling his eye about. Oh, there we go. Andrew is a link. He's the link man tonight, definitely. He's found the crisp packet project. There we go. He's put the link in there. Andrew, could you put that link into the group, into the Go Live Granny community group as well? That would be handy. Right, Rosie's going to tuck down now. Night, night, Rosie. See you again soon. Tegan thinks that was a bit of a Halloween trick. Cheeky old man. Oh, right, but lots of lovely memories, obviously, Yvonne. Tegan thinks it's scary. Right, okay. It was about -8 the other day with snow in Glasgow, and there's a big queue of homeless people waiting for food. Wow, it is absolutely crazy, isn't it? This world just needs a shake-up, needs to, you know, sort things out. It's crazy. It's on the TV screen here, it's saying it's -1 at the moment. Not in the lounge, but, you know, outside. So there we go. Do people still own these dilapidated buildings? Do they eventually just sell the land? They do own them. That's the trouble. They own them, and I think the you know, I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I know that the councils can make compulsory purchase orders sometimes, but I don't quite understand how it all works, and I don't even want to try and get my brain thinking around that. So if somebody else can explain it, I would be very grateful. So there we go. But you know, it's actually a crying shame when we have people on the street, and they're going to die in these temperatures. You know, it's so cold that there will be deaths on the streets with homeless people, and you know, just to think that they could actually be housed inside. You know, it is the world gone crazy, isn't it? Andrew's saying that somebody in his year at school had a glass eye and would take it out as a party trick at Halloween. Oh, do you know, anything to do with the eye makes me go all funny. I had a child in my class when I was first in my second teaching job. I hadn't been teaching very long, and I had a child, and he bit the end of a pencil, and it flicked. and it went straight in his eye. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't touch it because I wasn't medically trained in anything. But I would have tried to deal with it if nobody else was around. But we had a medical person, so I sent for help straight away, and that lady, she got it sorted out. But you know, it did make me feel. Oh, it made me go all funny. Even thinking about it now, I just think the eyes are so precious. You've got to be so careful. Yeah. Yes, Yvonne's saying something has gone seriously wrong with people. Why not help if you can? Love costs nothing. Absolutely, love costs nothing. You know, and again, some of us are knitting hats and scarves and gloves, you know, for the homeless. I mean, they must be so cold. You know, sometimes indoors you get cold, but imagine what it's like being out on the street. Unbelievable. And you know, this world needs lots more love. So there we are. Look, I'm trying to share lots of love. They've all fallen down now. But there we go. Right, okay. Kath says she doesn't like anything to do with the eyes either. Now, Lisa's coming in with some information about the rink. Thank you. Oh, yes, AEW was the name of the firm who own the lease there. And Lisa's saying it's believed AEW want to develop the rink because it's prime seafront estate, but the council own the car park and won't sell it to them yet, you know. So we're in stalemate because the rink is just the rink. It's right by the car park that's on the seafront. So you know, the rink is only that bit, and then all round it is the car park, and you know, they can't develop it if they can't. You know, there's a bit of a they need to sort themselves out somewhere along here and get something decent for the seafront. I met a guy, I went to some of these meetings where they were trying to come out with ideas, and I met a guy who had fantastic eyes. He's got eyes on the brain. Fantastic ideas for developing along the seafront there, you know, because some of the plans we saw from the council were about putting housing on our seafront. We don't want housing on our seafront. We're a tourist place. We want beautiful things for the tourists along there, something that we can all enjoy. And sorry, I'm on my hobby horse again. And you know, this guy came up with some wonderful, I can't remember all his ideas, but it was a fantastic thing. But nobody listens. Nobody listens to the people who live there and who have great ideas. But there you go. Anyway, Lisa, thank you so much for your input. Very, very pleased you're in here. Hi, Robert. Nice to see you. Sorry, I'm looking down, but my tablet's down here with the comments on. It's much easier to see than the comments over there. Hi, Robert. Nice. Sorry, did I just say hello? I think I might have just said hello, Robert. Right. Kath says she's fine dissecting eyes. Oh, no, Kath. Horrible. Kath is a teacher, by the way. I don't like anything to do with anything like that. Makes me go all funny. Right. Andrew said he shared yes, I've shared this into the group for you, Andrew. He posted a TikTok video to the community. It was a crocheted holly. It was it was a crocheted holly and fill. Somebody had crocheted holly and fill on a TikTok video, so that was fun. It's in the group now, so if you're not in the group and you want to get into the group, look for the Go Live Granny community. Somebody will put the link in again, I'm sure. Are you hearing right about the council people trying to get rid of people that live in council houses that end up on streets? Then they got nowhere to live. Was there something about... I don't know, Tegan. I haven't heard anything like that. They shouldn't be, because it's their, you know, they should have some sort of responsibility, but I haven't heard that one, Tegan, so I'm not quite sure. Andrew's just looking at the CRISP project Facebook page, and they are currently closed and not accepting parcels just now. Here at CPP Hastings HQ, we have been closed for some time in the lockdown for accepting post. Please do keep hold of your packets for now. This will give you time to wash and prepare them, which is great help. So obviously, if you can rinse them out, because of course the crisp packets we're talking about, they're silver on the inside, aren't they? Oh, I've just I have to have her packet here. Look, I've just had some Tyrrells, and on the inside, of course, look, they're all shiny. So they're quite easy to clean, to wash over. So if you could, that obviously helps the people, you know. Can you imagine if nobody washed their crisp packets, and not only were they making the blankets, but they would have to wash them all out? That would take time away from how much time they had to make them. So if you can wash them, that would be helpful. We are doing this to keep you and others safe. Oh, wait a minute. No, this will give you time to wash and prepare them, which is a great help at their end. As most people need to go to the post office to send in their package or use a courier, this is not an essential trip. So that's why they don't want you to do it at the moment. So don't, you know, don't send the, you know, if you can hang on to them, if you don't mind hanging on to them, or if you do want to send them, Yvonne said she'll take them in now and then we'll send them off as one big parcel. But don't do any unnecessary trips, folks. Jenny's saying she's still crocheting mats for the homeless to sit on and keep them off the cold ground. Excellent. You need more helpers though. You use charity bags that get posted through our letterbox on a weekly basis. So are you knitting with the plastic? Do you chop them up? Is that what you do? You've got a collection box in the local village hall. So do you want us to knit some, Jenny? Or do you want the bags? What is it you want? Let us know, because obviously we have people in here coming in all the time who might, you know, have some bags. I've got plenty of those bags at home. I've never actually knitted plastic bags up, but I will have a go, certainly. I'm always game for helping the charities, especially on things that we can recycle like that. Night, night, Tegan. So let us know, Jenny, what you'd like us to do with that. And I'm just thinking, have I got anything else to share? No, I haven't made anything else today. I didn't read much. No, haven't had much time with the little one today because she's been busy doing other things. And yes, so sometimes I have her lots and sometimes I don't. Sometimes she's with her mummy in the other room doing various things. But today wasn't a day that I had her very much. I did have a little while. And we have meals together and all that. It's lovely. So there we go. So folks, has anybody got anything else they want to add? Don't forget to have a look at Don't Drill the White, because we don't want them drilling up our beautiful island. Hi Elizabeth, nice to see you in. We're just about to finish up, but lovely to see you in here briefly. Lots of love coming up at the side there. I can't see whose that is, but lots of love coming in. So I'll be broadcasting tomorrow. Can you believe it's Friday again tomorrow? Friday. Where did that week go? Yeah, so Jenny's saying, yes, if you could do either, it would be great. I'll put a video in the group tomorrow. Thank you, Jenny. So that's another project that lots of us could do that we hadn't heard about. So that's great. So Jenny, is there a particular size that you want us to do? Are there any instructions about what we do with it? Or, oh, you said you're going to put a video in the group tomorrow. So that's great. That probably will tell us what to do. But she doesn't want people to spend too much on postage. So actually then, Jenny, could these be done? They could be done in any area for any homeless people, I'm presuming, or is there one particular project in your area? Because, you know, if they're mats for homeless people, then any area with homeless people in could probably benefit without us having to spend the postage. You see, we have places on the Isle of Wight where we can drop off, where we can let them have the coats and the hats and scarves and things, and the mats. If we make some mats, so let us know. I think, if you don't want to spend postage, because people in this group are very generous. They're sending lots of things by post, for the charities that we're doing. And I am conscious that all costs, and I'm very, very grateful to everybody who's done that. But we do hope that we can keep on supporting as many charities as possible. Anyway, I'm going to finish up now. Night, night, Maria. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to do a little bit more. I think I might watch another quiz program before I go to bed. And then I shall be off to bed. And tomorrow's another day. What will tomorrow bring? I wonder whether it will snow. I think they predicted this end of the week, but it's not snowing at the moment. I don't think. No, I can't see any snow now. So night night. It's quite physically demanding. You take yours to Southampton, but if someone on the island could coordinate them, I'm sure there would be somewhere they could use them on the island. I'm sure they could, Jenny. I'm more than happy to coordinate it when I get back. And we have local places. I mean, we've got Aspire local to us who deal with homeless people and do things for the homeless and all that. So we do have people, we have places where I could tap into. So, you know, if it's people on the island and you don't want to post it, I'm sure we can sort something. So there we go. Night night, everybody. Take care. Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody who shared. Do keep coming back. Do keep letting us know about all these charities that need help. There's so many of us who can do things to help, especially while we haven't got anything else to do much because we can't go anywhere. So night night, everybody. Love having you in here. And I will see you tomorrow. And I wonder what colour Alice band I might wear tomorrow. I wonder what colour top I'm going to wear tomorrow. Working my way through all the lovely tops that Yvonne has sent me. So that's very kind. Night night. Thanks for all the love. Bye everybody.